Do you wish to write characters like Marceline the Vampire Queen, Guts from Berserk, or a long list of other memorable characters? If so, you should study up on the Enneagram 4 personality. If you have a coming-of-age tale, a psychological thriller, a gothic romance, or any story that delves into deep emotions or individuality, a Type 4 is likely to show up. I've also noticed that Type 4s tend to be the leads in a lot of queer fiction. I'm not saying that Type 4s are the only ones who can be queer. I'm just saying that queer narratives predominantly parallel what appears to be common beats in a Type 4 narrative. Here, let me break down who the Type 4 is and you'll see what I mean. Enneagram Type 4s, often known as the individualist, are characterized by their deep sense of uniqueness and emotional depth. They are highly introspective and expressive, constantly exploring their own identity and feelings. To aid in their quest for identity, Type 4s may build a distinct image for themselves and sometimes act the role they feel represents their true self, using this persona to express their individuality and to feel understood. They tend to experience a wide range of emotions, which they often channel through creative outlets. Type 4s feel fundamentally different from others, which fuels their desire for authenticity and significance in their relationships and endeavors. They can inspire with their passion and creativity, but also be prone to melancholy and self-absorption. The reason why is because of what drives them. They wish to feel special. For them, their greatest underlying fear is that they have no identity or personal significance. They repress that fear with a relentless quest for identity, often latching onto a persona that sets them apart. They often look to others who they feel embody all that they feel they lack in themselves and emulate that. Thus, they likely have misbeliefs like, I am only valuable if I am unique, nobody understands me, I must be true to myself even if it means being alone, or I am flawed and something is missing. To mature, Type 4s need to balance their intense emotions with practicality. They must learn to balance idealism with the practical demands of everyday life to avoid being overwhelmed by emotion and fantasies. Furthermore, they need to learn that their feelings are transient and do not define the whole of reality. To accomplish this, they must learn how to moderate their feelings. All of this can help them better appreciate the ordinary aspects of life without feeling the need for constant uniqueness or drama. Developing self-reliance is also essential. Type 4s must cultivate a healthier self-image that does not hinge on external validation or constant understanding from others. Moreover, adopting a more objective viewpoint can enhance their decision-making and lessen tendencies towards self-absorption. Lastly, accepting personal flaws and life's imperfections can foster greater emotional resilience and contentment. What a Type 4 who does reach their peak reveals is someone who is clear-thinking, life-enhancing, steadfast, passionate, and constructive. The Type 4 becomes the builder, turning their focus on themselves into a focus on others. This relationship with others is based on genuine connections and shared experiences. Their quest for meaning turns into an appreciation for life's beauty and complexity, which they can share with others through their art, words, and simply their presence. Of course, not every Type 4 ends up like this. There's a lot of Type 4 villains in fiction for a reason. These can be some of the most melodramatic characters around. These baddies are often characterized by their intense emotions and dramatic flair. They'll go to dark lengths to feel special or avoid their feelings of inadequacy. They're the type who will manipulate, withdraw, or become self-destructive in their quest for identity. Given how introspective Type 4s are, their villainy often includes a deep-seated resentment and a sense of being misunderstood. They're also amazing at turning their pain into something that affects others, whether through manipulation, guilt-tripping, or playing the victim. And trust me, with these types, you're going to get all kinds of things about how they're the victim of some injustice no matter what it is. Still, that need for identity and fear of being insignificant does still exist beneath the surface. These characters fear being ordinary or nothing special. This is part of why you seldom see them blend in and are often types that end up in countercultures. Their downfall usually comes when their self-destructive tendencies finally catch up with them. So, there you have it. This type has great potential as heroes, villains, and all kinds of things in between. I'm certain you've either written some before or thought about some throughout this, and I'd love to hear about them in the comments. And if you wish to continue exploring the Enneagram in fiction, I have a whole playlist here breaking down it from all sorts of angles.